I'm probably never gonna get invited to another influencer party again.
Uno, dos, no tres, y tato. We got bitches shaking ass in a lot though. Big chop knocking nigga on zapatos. Still getting cash so like.
Hey guys, it's Lexi back with another video. Today is a story time. I really was not sure if I wanted to film. Since this happened, I wanted to share my experience, but I also I'm probably never gonna get invited to another influencer party again. One of the main guys that is part of this story actually just passed away recently, so I was like, out of respect, I don't want to come on his name or anything. So during this video, I'm not going to use any real names. They're all fake names. If you can match it up, then you can match it up. Please don't comment the names. But what made me want to film this is I commented on a TikTok, and I'm sure that's where most of you guys are coming from. So this story time is about the first time I went to an influencer party and I saw things never would have thought I would have seen from these influencers that people look up to. This happened in 2018. I was 17 at the time. I went with two of my friends. She gets a call from her friend saying, hey, what should we name him? FaZe? We're gonna name this guy Ray. She gets a call saying, hey, Ray and his brother are having a party at their house, come by. So me and my two friends, we went to their house, and right when you walk in, there's just tons of people giving dirty looks. That's what LA is about. Everyone thinks they're better than others, and all it was dirty looks right when we walked in. So we were there only for, I want to say, an hour, because everybody was just in their own little section doing their own little thing. Me and my friends were in the kitchen next to Ray, who was the owner of the house, making out with his girlfriend the whole time. It was just him and his girlfriend just making out in front of everyone this whole time. And my two friends were big fans of these boys at the time when they were in a group back then on a different platform. I really never cared about these boys, but my friends were freaking out. They're like, oh my god, that's him. I wish that was me when he was making out with his girlfriend. And so, yeah, we were just minding our own business. And two guys, I don't know who these guys were. They had a necklace that had a spoon where you, if you know, you know. It's a spoon that you do drugs with, sniff it. And they walk up in the middle of everyone in the kitchen, and I just look, because they were right next to me, and they just grab a little bit, go grab another one, give it to the other guy, and then they walk over to Ray and his girl and give him a fucking sniff. They literally just went through the spoon, handed it to him, and we all looked at each other and we said, is that what we think it is? And it was literally him doing it right in front of our eyes. Yeah, that was wild to see. So then we just ignore it, and then they walk over to this other influencer that was part of the group. We're gonna name him Baylor. Baylor, standing there alone, weird looking man, does the same thing. Does it again. I was like, I need to get out of here. What is going on? I didn't see this on your video. And then the party is about to end, and this influencer, I don't know if I should speak on this, but I'm not going to talk down on his name because he did just pass away. He's a very cool guy. He came up to us and he's like, hey girls, mind you, I was 17, my friend was 17, my other friend was 18. I think this guy was 22, 23. And he was like, hey, we're having an after party at my house. Do you guys want to come over? There's going to be a lot of people. And we were like, we'll let you know. And then he was like, oh, actually, I need a ride to my house. Do you mind if you guys take me? We've never met this guy in our lives. Ever. Never knew who he was. Don't know who he was. So we gave him a ride to his house. And the whole time he's like, yeah, we're going to have a party. There's going to be people there. It's going to be really fun. A lot of music. We're like, okay, sure, we have nothing else to do. We just got here and the party's already over. So we're in the car with him. He's a very, very cool guy. And we get to his house. Just him. in his house with us 3 girls. Just him. No party, no music, nothing. I was like, oh, cool, cool. Like, we were just sitting there awkwardly. He was on his phone almost the whole time. He was doing drugs, not like cocaine and stuff. He was doing like other drugs. At this point, we still did not know who he was, and he was a very cool guy. He was down to earth. He was very fun to talk to and inspiring, I guess. So us 3 girls were just sitting there awkwardly like, where's the party? And he then tells us, he starts showing us videos of him on his TV and telling us like, oh, I have an audition tomorrow, I have this, I have that, I filmed with this person, I live next to this person. We were like, cool. Still had no clue who this guy was. Then he searched up his name. My friend noticed the last name, and I get a text from her saying, I know who this is blah blah blah's brother. And we were like, no way, like, that's awesome. And you can tell. And then we just start talking, and he was telling us like, oh, my sister always gets bashed on her lips that they're too big and they're so fake, but like, look at my lips, like, we have like the same lips, so I don't know why everyone's fighting about it. And I was like, you know what, I know who this is. But we really didn't care. Then, I don't know if I should say this part, he then asked us 3 to go up to his room, and yeah, he asked us to go to his room, and my friend was like, oh no, like, I'm into girls. And my other friend was like, oh, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, yeah, I don't like boys either. And he was like, oh great, I brought 2 lesbians and someone with a boyfriend home. And at that point we were like, oh, alright. So after, I think it was like 4 or 5 a.m., we were like, hey, we gotta go. He's like, oh, okay. So he walked us down. So my camera just died, but that was really the end of the story about my first influencer party. He just walked us down and we went home, never talked to him again. But that is the truth of LA. That is the truth of the influencers. They're not all what you think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below, and I will try to post more influencer things. Follow me on my social medias. Thanks for watching.